You guys here today. Today's reading is going to be for my Taurus. I know I'm a couple days late. I've been doing the 12 sign forecast as much as I can. So happy birthday, Taurus. Yes, yes, yes. There's something beautiful about Taurian energy. I had to take a couple of minutes to sit still with that energy, and there's something about the the bull, right? The bull. It's like it's like digging really deep in, right, with this bull energy, and then just kind of like trying to remain grounded. I think this is the one thing about Taurians is the security, sense of security, sense of belonging. All of these things are going to become very they've always been important for you, but it almost seems like it's just who you are. Your instinct is to go within and then find the sense of security or make it, right? It could be in a forceful way, but it almost seems like this is who you are and what you need, right? To feel better anywhere you go. And so we're going to get a little bit deeper into that today. But before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys resonate with the readings, if you guys want personal readings, go to jocelynlovely84@gmail. All of that information is in the description box below. You can also, if you want to donate, Cash App, PayPal, or you can donate on YouTube. All of that information is in the description box below, okay? All right, for you guys, again, Taurian energy. It's really beautiful because, again, sense of security is very important for you this season. There's something here about you making everything your home. Even if you feel like you don't belong, you're going to find a way to truly believe that where you're at or what you're creating is your home. You may not be in the best environment, doesn't matter. You may not be where you want to be, doesn't matter. You may not have the job that you want or the career path hasn't, you could feel like it hasn't taken you where you wanted to go, but it doesn't matter. You're sitting still and then making it very apparent to your own self, right, that you are home. You are home and you are where you belong. Okay, even if right now it's not where you want to be, right, but you're gonna make it happen for that. It's kind of like a belief system to make you feel better, right? And that's a really smart approach, right? Because sometimes we can't change our circumstances, we can't change the outcomes, but we can be centered and rooted and have faith that where we're headed is exactly where we're at now is exactly where we need to be. I'm getting a lot of 333s for you guys, 616 for you guys as well. So it almost seems like, again, if your exterior world is not showing or reflecting back where you want to be, it almost seems like you guys are working on integrating that spirituality and bringing it in into your everyday life so that you're more focused or that you're more aligned to the type of work that you want to do or any type of thing that you want to create, right? You want to make sure that it's aligned with your spirituality. All right, so hey, welcome. Will you wave hello to me? Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. Really love you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Matt. Welcome to my channel. Anybody, just remember this is Taurian energy. Happy birthday, Taurus. So we're going to get into the reading for you guys. I'm using the Lune de El tarot deck, and I'm also using the, I might use the Delusion tarot for you guys, okay? But there's just so much in these cards in this reading, all right? So let's get started. For you guys here, yeah, I have the first card that came out was Grand Cross Provoker. Now I'm getting that this month, this week, if it hasn't happened already, I'm getting like there's something coming in. This is it's very strong energy. It's very Mars-like energy, although, you know, that's not what I'm kind of getting, like a Mars energy, like an assertive energy. There's something coming into you. Maybe it's a person that's bringing in some information, or it's a truth that's coming into you, right? Into your field, your aura. And it almost seems like whatever this is, it's going to be delivered to you maybe quickly. If it's information or a message that's delivered quickly, it just kind of shocks you or stuns you, right? Because again, Taurus energy is all about security and feeling safe. So I feel like whatever this energy is that comes in, it's going to make you feel uncomfortable. The only reason it's going to make you feel uncomfortable is because, again, there's something about this Mars energy. It's assertive, but it's a powerful energy. And you're here as the star, right? You're just sitting still in your beautiful Aquarian energy. I'm getting to like you're just sitting still, again, trying to find your sense of security, working on your self-worth, and just, again, whatever you're creating, making sure that it's really authentic and it speaks volumes about who you are, right? The point is, when this thing comes in, it almost seems like it makes you uncomfortable, and the reason why, it's almost as if you want to run from whatever this is that comes in. But it almost seems like, even though you're uncomfortable, the divine is going to tell you to sit still and let that information come through, that provoking energy come through. It could even be somebody provoking you, but the reason is it's because there's something here with the Four of Cups. It's a moon energy, right? The planetary aspect of it is it's moon energy. So it almost seems like it's gonna go within, and it's trying to reveal something to you. Whatever this information is trying to heal you. You see the red all over? It's trying to cleanse something within you, heal something that's, I don't want to say broken. I think there's something within you that still needs healing, and I feel like this, whatever comes in, is going to help you with that. That's why you're being provoked. That's why you're being triggered. That's why it's kind of getting to you, Taurus, right? But it's actually good for you. You're healing something, right? You're bringing something to the surface, and whatever this is, it's like you've needed to work through this so that you can actually clear it. Once you're clear, and the only reason I say that is because you have the Three of Pentacles next, which is uh what's the last card? It's Mars energy in a way, and I'll tell you why. Because it doesn't even matter what the planetary aspect is. I'm getting more so it's clearing something. It's helping you ascend, and so don't, again, when you get triggered, you're going to want to dismiss this, and it's going to get to you. But again, it's actually good for you. And so I see that once you actually process this information, or this truth, or whatever this thing is coming from the exterior, your reality, into you, it's going to help you. It's going to help liberate you. Let's see, with the three, let me see something real quick. There's something I want to see. Yeah, it was Mars energy, and there's something here about Mars energy, Mercurial energy, this communication. It's healing something to do with like maybe you need to be more assertive, or more like confident with like what you're doing, what you're clearing, where you're headed. It's clearing the path for you so that you feel a little bit more certain about where you're at, or where you want to go. And I feel like that's why it's so important, right? Clearing this out so that you don't have to keep repeating the same patterns, or keep living out the same reality over and over again. This is actually clearing it all out, okay? With the Two of Pentacles, this is Jupiter. Again, it's expansion, right? I feel like whatever this is that's helping you clear out this, it almost makes you very like resentful, or frustrated, because again, it's like your reality isn't reflecting what you want it to be, or where you want to go. But that's the whole point. It's because these triggers, or this unconscious programming, has been, in your exterior, because you haven't cleared it. But little by little, you've been. If you take a look at these two cards, there's a difference. There's a lot of triggering and wounding, and then this is you actually clearing it out. And you seem a little bit more focused, more stable, more clear. There's more of a little bit more of peace and harmony here now, because you notice there are differences. It's little subtle differences that are appearing in your life, because it's showing, it's reflecting back to you that you're actually on the right path, because you're healing. You're clearing something out. You're healing some patterns that you kept repeating and repeating and repeating. So again, it's a little bit of the residue that's still there. And again, you're working through it. So congratulations. This is a good month for you. Let's see what else. Hermetica. Hermetica. All right, so you got Empress with the Queen of Swords here. This is what I'm saying. This has to do with self-worth. I feel like maybe, again, the patterns that kept repeating kept making you feel uncertain, or like that you were not on the right path. But this is helping you, right? This is helping you align more into like being confident in what you're healing and where you're headed to. And I feel like this has to do with self-worth, right? The Empress is all about worthiness. She knows her worth. Gender does not matter here. You could be male, right? But it has to do with clearing something to do with self-worth, okay? And I think once you clear that out as much as you can, you'll start seeing a more confident version of yourself, a more secure version of yourself, and you're going to see love reflected right back to you, because the Empress is Libran and Taurian energy. Okay, so let's focus on the balancing of harmony and then how love is reflected back to you. Some of you guys are at a point in your life where you're sitting here saying, okay, you want a different reality, right? So then it's up to you to live by that reality in order for it to reflect back to you, right? For example, some of you guys are all about if you want more love in your life, right? You have to sit there and say, why don't you have the type of love that you want? Okay, so if you're lacking in trust in this area, if you feel like some people are not worth trusting, then you're going to have that reflected back to you. How do you heal that? You have to sit there and write down, okay, maybe from now on you need to start thinking that you are trusting. You trust people. You want to see the best in people, right? Because you see the best in yourself. You're a trusting person. Therefore, the people you're going to attract are going to be as open and trusting as you are. It starts with you, with we. Collectively, it starts with us. We have to be open to a certain point in order for us to receive that reality that we want, right? For others of you guys, it's more balance and harmony. You want more of that in your life. So we have to start believing that, integrating that, and then removing ourselves from people and places and environments that do not reflect the peace, the type of peace and harmony that we want in our lives. Then, let's take a breather. That was a lot. I like to see a kitty with a bush. Okay. Well, that's because you don't got no girls, Matt LeBlanc. That's because you ain't got no girls. All right. Let's see what else. With the Empress, and you got the Queen of Swords. This is what I'm saying. It's like, again, you are confident enough to know that whatever you believe, it becomes your reality, right? You can manifest at a rapid rate. So now you're bringing in the things that you do want. This is your time to sit there and reflect on what it is that you want. And then you're going to start taking the steps necessary to believe you're worthy of it, right? And then taking action. And if you don't know how to bring certain things in, you have to talk to the divine and tell the divine, okay, you're ready for this. How do you make this? How do you bring this into your reality? And is it also aligned with what the divine has planned for you? Once you have those two combinations together, you're going to create magic. Okay? This also has to do, again, clearing out things that make you feel unworthy. The reason why you can't manifest certain things is because you don't believe it. There's some part of you that doesn't believe in it. So we have to heal that. And like I said, whatever this triggering is, that's exactly where you need to allow this triggering to come in and show you what it is about yourself that does not believe in the reality that you want. It's going to be painful because it's pretty much going to say that we're going to have to be accountable for that. We have to be accountable. Nobody wants to hear that, right? Let's be honest. Does anyone really want to hear that? No, but it is essential. It is exactly what we need in order for us to change. We can't change until we accept where we're at, what our limitations are, and how do we heal from that. Okay, the next card is going to be the Queen of Swords here. This is what I'm saying. It's like sometimes we want to feel secure and safe, so sometimes we bring it upon ourselves to make it happen, but then it's like we have to be careful with that, because if we really don't feel we're worthy of security, or we don't have a real sense of security or self-worth, we create a false one. Almost seems like this is more of a the type of security that you bring into yourself because there's fear. This sense of security is created through fear, and yes, it can help, but it's very exhausting, because remember, this Queen of Swords is on guard 24/7. She hasn't dropped the sword. She's doing anything and everything she can to protect her environment. But if you really sit there with the divine and ask the divine, why is it that you don't feel secure? Why is it that you have to force this type of security into your life? It's going to reveal to you what it is. For some of us, it's, again, we don't feel worthy. maybe we lived a life that didn't reflect that type of security that we all deserve to have. And so now we have to work through that. Well, we don't have to, but it's your choice, right? We're at a point in our lives where we really want to feel like everything just comes in more effortlessly. Okay, there's certain things we shouldn't have to fight over or force. Like, for example, a sense of security, we shouldn't have to force that. If we're not feeling secure where we're at, this has to do with our experiences. These experiences keep being played out, and so it's like we're reliving the trauma, or we're reliving the times where we did not feel secure or safe, and we are worthy of to feel safe, right? So we have to heal through that. Okay. Now the same cards you had 2 seconds ago. This one is the Queen of Swords, and this is the Empress. You don't know what you're talking about, Alex S. And if you think this is a scam, I really advise you to open up your ears and hear what we're saying, because I didn't tell you anything other than what you needed to hear. And if it's really triggering you, instead of you talking shit, you should just listen and learn something from it, because at the end of the day, you don't have to take the advice, but maybe you should, because it could help. And it's not, the advice isn't just for you, it's for everyone. Okay? I'm also working through some shit that is triggering, but guess what? It doesn't stop me from wanting to be better. Okay. You have the Seven of Pentacles here. This is what I'm saying. It's like we're trapped in a reality that we don't want to live anymore or experience anymore, and we're trying to work through that. Okay, we are working effortlessly and tirelessly to create a type of environment that we can be happy. I feel a lot of us just really want to be happy and free from our limited belief systems, free from these insecurities, free from like things that just keep holding us back time and time again. Let's chill out and go get some food, and maybe we'll connect on a deeper level. No, I don't think so. See, this is what I'm saying. You're not listening. You don't belong here, Alex. You should leave. You're wasting your time, and you're wasting everybody's time by commenting on dumb shit. Okay. As you see, I don't care. Don't talk to me again. You talk again. Okay, so then behave. If you belong here, that's fine. Just behave. Okay? I don't have time to be arguing with you. Okay, Four of Swords. This is what I'm saying. It's like you're starting to understand real security here. It's like you're regrowing, and I feel like you're allowing space for that inner child to come out and play. This is a good thing for you, okay? Allowing that inner child to come out and play, because the inner child is going to tell you exactly what it needs. And for a lot of us, it's to slow down. We need to slow down in order for us to allow this inner child or this new version of us to come out and be. We need to nurture this, okay? A lot of us wanting to feel security and safety and peace and harmony, then that requires us to nurture our inner child. Okay? All right, let's see what else. With the Four of Swords, it also talks about breathing, resting, taking the time to really just be. For a lot of us, it's integrating and then spending more time in meditation or with the divine. However that looks like for you, okay? If you need to go to church and do that, you do that. If you need to be outside in nature, you go do that. Only you know what you need to integrate with the divine, or just to calm yourself and be at peace. Okay, with the Three of Cups, yeah, this is a celebration. Your guides know that you're headed to, again, a place where, a type of lifestyle that's going to make you really happy. For others of you guys, again, this has to do with the more open and safe you feel, the more vulnerable you are. This is going to express outward, and then you're going to find people that really reflect back to you those type of that type of lifestyle that you want to live with. And not even that, it's just like the type of characteristics you want to have, right? And I feel like you're going to have success in that area. You're building something that's really beautiful here, okay? You're ready to slow down how fast you talk, and we'll stop dipping on the cards in your new inner child. Think about loving future and our future. Okay, I told you, right? What did I tell you? You're about to get deleted, you dumb motherfucker. Okay, all right. I don't warn this dumbass. Okay. Damn. Okay. Five of Pentacles here. Look at that. Look at what I'm saying. Going from this. inhospitable environments, but it's really the limitations we live through. And then this is you allowing the divine to come in and just nurture. This is what nurture your life looks like, right? And again, a lot of us think, well, our exterior doesn't reflect what we want or whatever, but it actually starts with us. Once we start nurturing ourselves or listening to what our inner child needs, look what happens. Look at like, you can grow. You can grow here. Again, it doesn't matter where you're at. You're going to make this your home. You're going to want to feel like you belong, because the Five of Pentacles can be misunderstood. A feeling of rejection or misunderstood, or a feeling of feeling left out in the cold, like you don't belong. But this is you actually, again, you have the power to make this your home. It doesn't matter if your environment is not the best. It does not matter. You're going to make this your home, right? If you can't get out of the environment you're in, I'm just saying this is for some people, because some people are, they're living out contracts or in an environment where they wish they don't want to be in. But again, this is all about you and really feeling like the only way you can feel is understood is through yourself. Okay? Okay, anything else? Good night, first time here. Hey, welcome. Arsfa, welcome. Two of Swords, yeah. I feel like you're bringing something into the physical. You're bringing some type of manifestation in. You're bringing peace and harmony, because it's two. Your faith. It almost seems like you're relying more on faith these days to help you just cope, or clearing some things out. I feel like you guys are in the right place. You guys are headed towards the right place, or you're just figuring it out. The star again, the sun, sorry. But the Hermit, yeah. What's up with them looking left, though? Again, this also has to do with your identity. If you always felt out of place, or like you're misunderstood, or people don't get you, again, it's us. It's a reflection of us not being able to hear ourselves. And I think with Hermit mode, the more you go within, the more you understand that you actually clearly hear yourself. You can hear yourself and you can understand yourself. And there's something here about the truth, vitality, clarity. You're going from the moon, right? Moon aspect of it, of not understanding why certain things keep re-happening, or why you don't feel safe or secure, to now you understand why. These are things that God brings into you. And once you allow God to bring in that type of feeling or energy in, it helps you clear out what you don't. The sun exposes the dark, right? The things that you don't want to keep reliving. Clearing out trauma, clearing out things that have hurt you, or a type of reality that has exposed you to feeling unsafe your whole life. Now it's like that reality isn't real. It's an illusion. That's in the past. We can't let these past experiences keep re-triggering us, or keep reliving this. We can't keep reliving this anymore. It almost seems like you want expansion. You want to live or have a type of experience that's completely different from you feeling unsafe. Okay? Just came across your channel. Interesting. I totally agree. Hey, Patrick. Welcome. Yeah. Nine of Cups. Yep. Expansion. We're clearing out these limited belief systems, these feelings of unworthiness. We deserve better. We want a healthy, secure, loving, harmonious lifestyle, and we're bringing that in. Thanks to, the divine, thanks to you wanting to be open. In order for that to happen, we're being open and we're clearing the trauma out. We're clearing it day by day. This is you feeling a little bit more secure in your environment, because again, we went within and we're working through it, right? So now that we're working within, we're going within, everything on the exterior is changing little by little. It's not a one-day process. It takes time, but this is good for you. By this time next year, your reality is going to be completely different. You're going to feel safer. And even when you get triggered again to not feel safe, you're just going to go within and then work through whatever that is. Because again, I'm talking to people who've been through a lot of trauma. The people that usually resonate with my videos are people who grew up in really unsafe environments or have had a really difficult life. And so for us to have to work through that, right? We're taking accountability, working through it, and with our faith, it's like magic happens. We can help people who are going through the same issues, right? Because you're always going to find people who've been through really traumatic situations, and you can teach them, you can tell them, hey, I know you've been through some really messed up things, but you can heal through that and change your reality. All my life. Exactly. Exactly. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us too, we want to be more open, more social, more loving, more trusting. And I feel like we're going to get there. We're working on a few things, okay? We're working on a few things, but in no time, I'm telling you, you guys are going to fly. You guys are going to fly. You're going to soar. You're going to feel free. For the first time in your lives, you're going to feel safe and free. And that's only something that you and God could bring into this earth. Respect, again, to the people who've dealt with real trauma. If you're not somebody who's dealt with a lot of trauma, you know, we all have our own past, but either way, this is like a victory to the people that have gone through too much. Okay? Not saying that, you know, it doesn't matter if you did or not. I'm just saying that for the ones that have gone through a lot, like, you're going from night to day. It's a big shift. It's a big difference. Some of you guys, you're going to think it's a miracle because, again, you created your own, the type of life that you want. You didn't get that life. You created it. And that speaks volumes, right? That's what brings in real power. Is somebody who the cards that were dealt to you were horrible. But that doesn't mean that that's going to be your reality for the rest of your life. You can work through that and become something that you can be that you're going to be just so proud of and grateful for. Okay, let's see, anything else? With the Four of Pentacles, yeah, it's I feel like safety is your priority and security because you're Taurian energy, right? So it's that Taurian energy you want to feel at home, creating your home wherever you go. Anything else? Let's use a different deck. I'm going to use the Delusion Tarot deck. Okay. Any questions, comments, or anything about the reading, you can drop them down in the chat. We can talk. I know a lot of us have gone through some things, so if you want to share, you're more than welcome to. Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like somebody's finally living. You're getting the chance, a second chance to live again. Four of Wands is happiness. It's roots. It's setting foundations. It's like you're telling the world you're here for the first time. It doesn't matter where you're being sent. It doesn't matter if it's not the reality that you want right now, but you're telling the world you are worthy. You're worthy to live, and you're worthy to be where you're at, and you're grateful for it. But again, this is exuding the type of confidence that I think a lot of us, the whole world, should have been born with. But again, everybody has different circumstances. Doesn't matter how long it took you to get here, you're here. Four of Wands, it's celebrations, it's happiness, it's family, it's building a family. But again, it's like you're on your way to that. If you already have family, it's like an expansion to that. It's an addition to that. It's like making your home a happier home. You see what I'm saying? With the Three of Wands, yeah, you're working towards it. I feel like, again, some of you guys may be a little exhausted or frustrated that you had to work this hard to get here. But remember, this is the life that we chose. We chose this incarnating here. And I know a lot of people are going to get mad that I said that, but it's the truth. If you really sit still in meditation, you'll know that you're here. This is your reality. This is your experience. And you're working to create magic in a way. You've worked so hard. You're working so hard, diligently. And again, the frustration is because you had to probably work harder than a lot of other people to get the things that they've already have freely, right? But again, there's a lot of people who are in the same boat as you are. And again, the point is that you're going to be proud of the person you become. Okay? Even if no one ever told you that. It's true. Yes, it's true. I'm thankful for the universal power that's in my life. Exactly. Got a lot of twos here. It's talking about faith, relying on faith to work through the pain. Because a lot of us are going to get triggered this season, okay? We're going to get triggered, but the reason why is ask the divine why. What is it that we need to work through right now? Because the re-triggering keeps happening. It keeps happening. And for a lot of us, it's easier to just run from the triggers or like avoid it. But it's like it keeps presenting itself and it keeps manifesting until we work through it. And I feel like a lot of us are becoming more aware of that or are ready to face whatever these triggers are to change our reality. Two of Pentacles, yeah, it's like here you are ready for the divine to show you what it is that you need to work through in order for you to feel better. And then here you are allowing. This is the difference between not seeing or not wanting to see or vaguely understanding what the trigger is to finally understanding the trigger, transmuting it, and then look, it becomes a part. It's like you own up to this. You accept that your triggers are what your life, the patterns that are in your life, and then you working through that is what makes you more powerful, more loving, more open, more abundant. This is you just accepting that this is part of your life. These patterns are what makes you you, and these are the things that you chose to have to work through in this lifetime. So here you are working through it. Here you are becoming more powerful. It reminds me of the flame. A lot of flame, a lot of wand energy here. It just gives me like once you work through that pain, it makes you more powerful. It kind of makes you more aware of what you were meant to go through, and then just taking the challenge and saying, okay, if this is what we're meant to work through, we'll work through it. And then what's after that is we become empowered. It's like we're not triggered by this anymore, we're empowered by it. See the difference? Yeah, that's a big that's a shift in consciousness right there. Why did I do this? I don't know. Shift in consciousness. Okay, anything else? Three of Cups again. Expansion. I'm getting expansion. Your reality is really changing by the minute. I feel like now that you've cleared a lot of the triggers, or you're clearing through the triggers, it's like now you're ready to face a different set of patterns. And I know it might feel a little exhausting or like you're tired, but you're actually going to look forward to these because, again, now that you understand you're the master of your own world, you are powerful enough to work through these triggers, right? Even though you may cry or get scared, now that you know you can work through it, you're just more empowered to keep learning, keep growing, keep becoming, because at the end of the day, it's who you are. It's who you become. What you can work through makes you more powerful. And I feel like this is what you're understanding, Taurus. This is what you're understanding. Unlocking, it's a privilege to be able to unlock what the triggers are, clear them out, and then move on. That's what we're here to do. We're here to learn and we're here to grow. Anything else? Nine of Pentacles, 9-9. Yeah, creating the lifestyle that you've always wanted, or maybe some of us don't even know what this is yet. What we're meant to do, where we're meant to go, but what we do know is that we want different and we want better. We want to be better, and so here we are, sitting still. This is a testament to all the hard work you've already put in, right? With this beautiful Virgo energy. I'm getting to you guys worked so hard. I'm getting some of you guys were being kind of perfectionistic with this, like wanting to overcome certain things, get better, get stronger, get faster at it. But it's like, again, yeah, it's a testament to how hard you've worked. You've created a great life for yourself. You may not feel like it right now because you're working through the triggers, but it's okay. You really have worked really hard. You are completely different from how you started this, your spiritual experience. If this is your first time dealing with a spiritual experience or your first awakening, you're on your path to change your whole life. Keep doing it, because a lot of us who actually have been on this path, growing and changing, we're always, when we struggle, it sucks, right? But once we get through it, we're always grateful. We're always grateful for everything we've become, right? So gratitude is what you guys are going to feel this month, along with getting triggered, okay? Judgments. I feel like some of us had to walk away from certain things that were no longer a reflection of the type of peace and security and lifestyle that we want. We had to walk away from certain things that were not aligned with who we want to be. And it's sad. Some of us are working through that or healing from that. So if you're feeling really sad, grieve. This is the time of grief, because again, once you get over the pain of what you had to let go of in order for you to change and grow, more things can come in. New things can come in, okay? Things that are more aligned to who we want to be. With the Hermit is you wanting to find that, but it's go within to find it. Go within, because we have to become the type of that character, okay? We have to become the person that we want to be, right? In order for that to reflect back to us. We want a certain lifestyle. We want a certain certain type of relationship with people, or a certain type of outcome, or if we want a change in our lives, right? We have to become that. And I feel like you're becoming that right now, okay? You may not realize that that's where you're headed, but that's where you're headed. Right now, you may just feel pain. But I'm telling you, this is where we're on our way to. So don't give up. Don't go back. Some of us are going to want to go back, okay? Because we're experiencing a whole different life right now. We're working through some things and we may seem a little hopeless. Life may seem hopeless, but it's not. Where you're headed to is exactly where you want to be. Don't go back, because you've already been in the past. That isn't going to yield anything. It isn't going to yield the life that you want, okay? Because you're changing. You're already changing. You cannot go back. If you do, it's only going to delay, or not even delay. If you go back, it's like there's nothing there for you. So sit through the pain, sit through it, because I'm telling you, we're almost at it. Like you're going through the transition now, and then very, very soon, once you're done with the grieving, a whole new life will appear. Gradually, but we're gonna get there. This is Virgo again. What's with the Virgo energy? It's the earth energy, right? I feel like you're asking for some hope or some type of light or inspiration. This is it right here. You may feel like you've lost everything, or you're at hope's end, or you may feel like you're alone, but you're not. If you sit still with the divine, you'll know that you're never really alone, right? I know it's cheesy, but it's true. If you sit in stillness, you'll know you're never really alone. This is your time to really work on who you are and then who you want to become. Or even just, there's something here about when you sit still in meditation and you integrate with higher self, it's like it shows you how secure you really are, how safe you really are, and you really want that. You don't want to rely on people to bring that type of security, because they can't. I think you finally got that. These people or people cannot bring in that security that you want. It's through faith alone. Do you understand? I know no one wants to hear that, but it's like you've already tried it. How many times have we tried to go back and look for people to bring in that security, that love, that safety net that they cannot provide for us, and only to realize that we failed yet again. We cannot keep trying the same solutions to something that does not work. The divine has already told you it will bring in that sense of security and love. You just have to have faith and trust that it will. Is the love and safety and security that God brings into you, is that enough? Or do you need to go and look for it through people? Because you already know. If you didn't know, you wouldn't be resonating with this. Is the love that God has for us, is that enough? Or do we have to go on again for the 58,000th time and go find it through people? We have to make the choice at this point. And if we don't really believe that God can bring in that type of love and security and safety and understanding, then we need to ask for it. Let's sit in prayer and meditation and ask why we don't have faith, why we don't believe, why we're scared to even try it that way. Because it's a different approach. It's different from the one we tried with the millions of people. that we've talked to just to try to make that happen. Temperance. This is you finally asking God to help you realize that it is enough. God's love for us is enough. Even if we don't believe it, we're gonna act as if it's true, and then God's gonna heal us and show us. God's gonna show us. Okay, it's really ourselves. You don't have to call it God. You can call it higher self. You can call it the universe. The universe is gonna show us. It's gonna mirror to us our real faith. Again, maybe the divines was showing the lack of faith. This whole time we were getting mirrored. The mirroring was the lack of faith, and now we're asking for the mirroring to be full faith. Even if we don't believe it, we can at least attempt or ask or try. And that's scary because a lot of us have not really relied on our higher self or had that much faith in our higher self to help us get through that wounding of feeling like we're not safe or secure, that or that God's love is not enough. Love of ourselves is not enough, right? Because it's really us. God essence is really us. So are we not enough? Is the question. Anything else? Any questions, comments about the reading, drop them down in the chat. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Emperor and the Lovers. This is, somebody's going to have a breakdown or a meltdown when you go and you talk to God. Someone's going to be pissed. They're going to sit there and say, why? Why was it so hard? Why didn't we get the love that we wanted through people, through our parents, through our family members, through our lovers, through our whatever? Why didn't we get this type of love that we wanted through people, right? Why? And you're going to sit there and talk to God, and God's going to show you, because they couldn't. They couldn't. And the minute you accept that, it's gonna force you to have to go through the other alternative, which is self, going within and finding the love that only you can provide to yourself. With the Lovers, do you see why the person's empty here? You can't even see their faces. Is because it's you. You just never knew the answer was within. Or maybe you knew, you just couldn't tap into this because this is scary. A lot of us talk about, oh, well, we have to have faith or pray for faith, but you know what happens when we're actually in stillness? It's scary. That feeling of it's too perfect, it's too pretty, it's so peaceful, everything's within us, we're harmony, we're love, we're the essence of love. That shit is scary. Why? Because we may feel unworthy of it. I know I did, and I do sometimes. I still struggle to feel worthy in God's presence, the universe presence, even my own presence, because it's so powerful. Same thing with everybody else, right? Your presence is so powerful, right? To reach into that type of power, it's different from the power we've went after our whole lives. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, I can't. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And yeah, sometimes I do talk too fast. I know. That's just, maybe I should slow down. Maybe. Indeed, nice read. Thank you. Sounds by man. I'm blind, so it's hard for me to read sometimes. So sorry if I butchered your name. Death. This reminds me again of the Five of Pentacles. Isolated, feeling unworthy, feeling alone, feeling lost, confused, unheard. A death to that. The more you integrate into the power that we're so scared to tap into, this causes a death process automatically. Now, a lot of us feel like we're in limbo trying to figure it out, or like, how do we go from integration and feeling all powerful, but then we get scared and we self-sabotage, and then we run out of alignment because it's too powerful, it's too pretty. And then we go right back into it, and we're tiptoeing, and then we're like, okay, we can handle this, and then we run back. and then we step into it, and then we run back, because when we step into that light, the wounding comes up, and then we want to cry. That's the triggering, the provoker. It's the first card on the deck. Anything else? I feel like the message got across, hopefully, right? Hopefully the message got across. You're doing good. Hey, one welcome, Jam. Thank you, thank you. It's nice to see you. Thank you for the reassurance. Not gonna look at this. Queen of Wands again. Yeah, teetering, man. Into the light, into the blue. Remember I told you blue was like the Five of Pentacles, isolation. Going from the blue to the light, blue to the light, the dark to the light, the dark to the light. We're doing a fantastic job, y'all. We really are. This is a testament of how hard we're working, right? Because again, the triggering sucks. The wounding sucks. We get to see the real oof. We get to see our wounds and the things that hurt us that we're still, you know, plagued by, and it's disgusting. The feeling sucks. Glad to be here for you. Of course. Thank you for being here with us today. Okay. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 9-9. Earlier we had 9s, 9-9-9-9s. The Hermit's number 9 too, I forgot. 9-9-9-9, and then another 9. It's endings and conclusions. I feel like a lot of us know we can't go back, so we have to finish. We're almost done with the triggering. We're almost done facing these triggers. What's on the other side though? Not only is it power, abundance, realizations of your own power and who you are, but it's like gratitude, like I said. And the 9 of Pentacles again, it's like you accepting the power of knowing that you create your own reality. Once you accept that you're all powerful, all knowing, and this is your world, you can create magic. What do you want to create? That's the question. Now the universe is like, what do you want? And you're like, well, I want this. And then it's going to come in. And then you feel powerful enough and strong enough to go after the things that you do want. Even if it takes time, it's already yours. You've already said it to the universe, it's yours. So the time, it's the timing of it, right? But it's already yours. You're locking in with the things that you want, and you can manifest faster now. For some of you guys, you've been working hard towards something that you want, and then and we're wondering why you could not get this or why you were struggling to get it. It's going to come in faster now because there's no more self-sabotage, or there's no more like triggering that you need to work through at this point. It's like it can easily come in. I think it's like I'm not saying, it's like there were delays with certain things and you were wondering why or what you were doing wrong. It's because there was something here about unworthiness. Maybe you didn't really believe it was yours, or you were having trouble getting somewhere with it. And again, this has to do with the triggering. Now that the triggering is being cleared up and you're really in your power, these things are going to come in faster. You'll see. Just trust my words, and then you'll see. You're going to be thanking me in this video soon. In about 6 months from now. It's very soon, actually. Because, you know, time flies now. Y'all already know. We're already in, well, almost May. Like, bro. The Lovers. Yeah. You did it because you love yourself. You love yourself enough. You're enough to make your dreams a reality. You're enough to go pursue your dreams. You're enough to create the world that you want. You're enough to love yourself and to be happy. Bring in your own sense of happiness, whatever that looks like for you, because everybody's different. But everybody wants to be happy and grateful and powerful. Maybe not powerful through like your own self-will, right? But like powerful because of you were just born that way. You're just tapping into it now, or you're realizing now. Maybe some of us were already that powerful and we just couldn't accept that that's how powerful we were. So again, self-sabotage could have been what we were doing. you know, each person is different, right? Four of Cups, yeah. This is you like growing out of something or just accepting that you're out of the limiting beliefs is not, it's an illusion. It's a lie. There are no real limiting beliefs. There really aren't. The Star again. You're back. You're back to really understanding the power that you possess and then working with that power to move forward. Six of Pentacles is happiness, peace of mind, harmony. That's love in the physical, right? Because of the money. It's love in the physical, but again, it's like now that you understand the power, you're going to work through it. You're going to integrate that power into the physical to create your reality. This is creation of reality, okay? Yeah. That's it. I mean, it's just a repeat of the cards again at this point, so yeah, that was the Taurus reading. Happy birthday, Taurus. Hey, Nathan, welcome. It's a Taurian reading because it's happy birthday reading, but if you resonate, you resonate. We're about to move into playtime, or if not, we can do a collective reading. You let me know which one you guys would prefer, okay? But if we're doing any readings, donations, you can donate, okay? Let me know what you guys want to do. Of course, Josiah, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the group. I think I'm gonna channel tomorrow too, but earlier, like around 1, 12 or 1. We'll see. I usually channel around this time, but I might have to channel earlier tomorrow. What is playtime? Playtime is like where I answer questions for people, personal like questions. Like I draw cards for you guys. I usually require donations for that, but it depends on the person because some people already donate. So if they're always donating, sometimes I'll do a free reading for them. Oh, Source, that's how I know you're a real one. All the fakes butchers my name for no reason. Well, I mean, it's hard because sometimes I'm blind, so I can barely see. I was gonna call you Sheldon because I couldn't see the first part, but I don't know people. I don't know how people work, or I gotta go. I gotcha. Okay. Exactly. All right. So if nobody wants to do playtime, let me know. If you guys don't want to do playtime, we'll do a collective reading. Pay and ask a question respectfully. Exactly, Nathan. Thank you. Nathan's a regular, so he already knows how it goes. Let's just do a collective reading then. I'm gonna use a combination of the Lune the Owl with the Delusion Tarot. So I'm gonna pull for 1 and 1, okay? If you guys decide that you want to do playtime, let me know now. 5328. 5328. Second quarter. Okay, we're gonna do. I dropped the King. Oh, interesting. King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Let me see something. I dropped my cards. I dropped these. It's the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, this makes sense, actually. Okay. Okay. For one Woken Gem, for you, I'll do 2 cards, and then we're going to read collectively, okay? We're going to do 2 cards and for you, and then we're going to read collectively. Welcome, Jen, okay? Just because you're, you know, always on the readings, you're always seeing my live, so I'll hook it up this one time, okay? But usually I require a donation. It doesn't even matter. It could be for coffee or whatever. But, you know, this is how I make my, you know, my money, so. Okay, one Woken Gem. I got, let me know you're still here. Write yes, so that I can do the reading, because, yeah. Okay, but I could do a little spread for you now, okay? Okay, cool. You got the Five of Swords with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Feels like your home life. It's giving me like your home life, or I don't know if you have a partner, or I'm getting like home life. There's conflict here. With the blue. Okay, there's a lot of blue here, so I'm getting like your throat chakra. You're having a hard time speaking your truth, or speaking how you feel, or stating how you feel, and wherever you're at right now. You're having a hard time with it. And with the swords, it almost seems like if you were fighting for something, or you were it almost seems like wherever you were at, you were struggling to speak, and I don't know why. Maybe you didn't feel safe or comfortable. It almost seems like with the Five of Swords, it talks about conflict, but this is an Aquarian mindset energy, right? So it gives me like because of the Nine of Cups in reverse is home life. I'm getting maybe you're at a point in your life where your home life, you don't see eye to eye with certain things, or people, or they don't see eye to eye with you, or it almost seems like you can't speak your truth, or every time you do, it's like you're left even more burdened. It almost seems like you're forced to walk away. Maybe you were fighting to make the home life work for you, but it's not working. Okay, because earlier I had the Queen of Wands, and it turns into the King of Wands. It almost seems like something came into you as an awareness, like you shouldn't have to fight so hard to be seen or heard wherever you're at. This could be a job, but I'm getting home life for whatever reason, okay? I could be wrong. Maybe this is like an environment that you're always in, and it doesn't seem to be working for you anymore. And so maybe you are having a hard time parting ways with it, but it almost seems like you're going to have to. Okay. Yeah, Nathan, you owe me a payments. You can Cash App, PayPal, or YouTube payment, okay? Thank you, Nathan. Spot on. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you need to go in a place where you feel equal reciprocity on giving and receiving. Because it's Pentacles, it's a balance. King of Wands is also balance. He knows how to love and receive love. It's like, okay, Queen of Pentacles in reverse means she just, sorry, it was a Queen of Wands. That's incorrect. Sorry, that was on me. Six of Pentacles is all about like giving and receiving. Equal reciprocity of giving and receiving. This could be of like maybe money. You giving a lot of your resources away, or it's like an imbalance of giving and receiving of resources, of attention, of like your energy. Six of Pentacles, right? And it's like number 6 also talks about relationships, right? So it's like maybe there's an imbalance there. Anyways, that was it, okay? All right, now we're going to move on to the collective reading. All right, collective. I'll send you some love and light for now. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll take it. Whatever. All right. Collective read. We're going to do 5917, 5917. 5917, I dropped my pen. Thank you, dears. We listen and we don't judge. You mean like I don't know. Hopefully you were saying that in a good way. That was so random. 50, we'll just do 59. 44. Wait, collective read. Okay. So we got the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to draw on one and one, okay? Queen of Pentacles. Let me go first. About what? Let you go first with what? What do you mean? Like you wanna read? We gotta donate, dears. Donate. If you donate, I will read for you right now. If not, we're gonna move on to the collective spread, okay? Let me know. Cash App, PayPal in the description box below, or you can donate on YouTube. Let me know, hun. Even if it's for a cup of coffee, whatever you got, donations are definitely appreciated, okay? Okay. You get the Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. Oof. Collective, what is going on? Oh, man. I'm going to draw one more card. This is interesting. This collective reading is interesting already. I'm going to draw one more card. Okay? This says so much already, but... okay. I'm glad. Gay, by the way, one time I crashed where both boys be grabbed me and took me into a stall and we met up. Okay. Alright, so collective. We got the Queen of Pentacles with Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, whatever you thought. Because Ten of Pentacles is abundance. So there could have been a place where you felt very abundant. Or wherever you were at. It almost seems like it was an explosion or like something crumbled into pieces. I know it's a Ten of Pentacles, but it's giving me like something just blew up in your face or like something was destroyed. Maybe you destroyed something and then you're on your way out, because this is the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be what you perceive your happiness, your joy, your sense of joy, your home life, and here you are walking away from it. Angry, by the way. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody who knows how to invest, or when this person invests, they really care. Okay, this person has to care about what they invest in. It almost seems like this is why it hurts, or this person is angry with the fire. You're angry because whatever you invested in or wherever you're in, it's not it. It's like you had to wake up, or the blinders were removed, or some truth came in and it like destroyed everything that you worked hard to maintain, everything you were investing in was destroyed overnight due to this truth. Okay? It's like a tower comes in and just destroys your life. And so now you have to go and you're angry and you're pissed. Somebody's pissed because it's like this is the Six of Cups. This is nostalgia, something that reminds you of home, something that makes you happy, and you grew up in this environment maybe, or maybe there's something familial about this energy. And once the truth came in, or once something was destroyed, it's like something had to be destroyed in order for you to... No, something had to be destroyed and then you had to walk away. You couldn't stay there. You couldn't stay there for whatever reason. But you're angry. So it almost seems like you were angry and you had to fucking walk away. With the Five of Wands, it's like... this card talks about defiance. It talks about competition, anger, fight. It could even be jealousies. This is like the Leo shadow aspect of something. This is like the Leo in like not in the best place. It almost seems like you had to get out of this. It almost seems like whatever this is, you were fighting for it, and then it just doesn't work out for you. I'm going to pull from the Delusion deck. Give me 1 second. No judging. I didn't judge. I just don't know if that's, I don't know what made you want to share that, dears. I don't know why you felt like you needed to share that, but again, I don't know, but I'm just like, whatever, okay? Five of Cups. Yeah, this was your home. I think something happened. Somebody did something that showed you like that somebody doesn't care about you, or wherever you're at, they don't give a fuck about you. Maybe somebody kicked you out, or they told you, gave you an ultimatum and said, if you don't do this, you're gonna leave, or somebody showed you who they really were. And you had to go because you realize they don't care. They don't care. So why are you going to keep investing in something with environments or people that don't care? They wouldn't care anyways. And so it's like you leave, but it's like you're out alone. And you feel alone, lost, and upset. All these cards fell, but yeah, it's an Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is what I'm saying. It's like everything you went. I think you're more angry because you wasted all that time. You think you wasted all that time in that environment, but remember, you wanted to be there. So don't think of it as, don't be critical. Try not to be critical, because at the end of the day, we made our choices. This is where you felt best, you belonged, or whatever environment this was. It was giving you something you needed at the time. It was validating something within you that maybe you needed at the time, only to realize that maybe you wanted this environment to validate you and it didn't. And so now you have to go, because it's not a reflection of the type of love and respect that you deserve. So now you have to go. But again, at that time, that's what you needed. That's where you felt safe and at home, and only to realize that you don't belong there anymore. That's what makes you angry. It's like, that's why you feel like it was wasted time, but it wasn't. It's what you wanted. You can't be mad at yourself because you made the choice to stay. It's not your fault. It's what you needed at the time. If you can accept that, then the transition is going to go easier for you. Ten of Wands, yeah, it's destroying something that you worked so hard. It's like, this is like resistance, fighting, trying to work through something, or like carrying all this weight and baggage, trying to make something work, only to realize that it doesn't. And then going back to the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is like, again, knowing where to invest in now. Because where you invested, you're going to feel like you wasted your time, or it was... It's kind of like you're going to tell yourself, why didn't you see that before? Maybe you couldn't. Maybe you didn't want to see the truth at the time, but it's okay. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like knowing now. Knowing on where you do want to invest, and it's not there. So that's progress. Page of Pentacles with the Sun. Yeah, it's like this was... Yeah, although you spent time here, this isn't it. You saw it for what it was. It's just a page. It's immature. It can't provide anything for you. It can't sustain. It's an unsustainable environment or people. It could be person. Okay, let's see what else. To all who disrespect sexually or not, I send you into the shadow of black top for all. Yo, shout out to Nathan. That was funny. Thank you, Nathan. He was like, not here. We're not disrespecting sexually here. Thank you, Nathan. That means a lot. Hey, Josie. Thank you. Welcome back, beautiful. Eight of Swords. Yeah, we're getting... This is what I'm saying. Like, you tried so hard to make this work. You tried so hard. I'm not mad at you. I really think you loved whatever this was. If this is your family, if this is your significant other, a marriage, you built it all. You tried so hard to build and build and build here and make it work, but it just isn't it. This is you taking the blinders off and realizing you were trying to make a home out of this, but you realize there's nothing to make a home with here. This isn't gonna work out. This isn't going to work out. All right, let's see what else. Tower. Let it all burn to the ground. I feel like if you choose to go back to this, some people will. Okay, that's just the truth. Let's be honest. A lot of people go back to what they have overgrown. Okay, you've grown from this, and the divine showed you time and time again. It's not the first time. The divine showed you time and time again that this is not where you're supposed to be. And some people are going to choose to go back because, again, this environment is giving you something that you need, that you can't find through God or through another path. So you're going to go back into this tower, and the divine's going to show you again and again and again and again that you don't belong here, and it's going to come in and show you, it's going to reveal to you who these people are that you're talking to or involved with, this environment, home that you're in. They're going to show you don't belong here. And they're going to keep doing it until hope, in the hopes that one day you'll realize you got to move on. I know people are going to be upset about that, and that's okay. You can be upset. You can be mad at God. You can be mad at me. That's fine. At the end of the day, it's all your guides' job is to align you to a better path. That's what they're here to do. They're going to let you do what you want, but at the end of the day, when you're sad and you're broken and you're hurt and feel disaligned, it's because they're going to be there. That's when they're going to show up and be like, are you ready for something else? Are you ready to see the light? Are you ready to move on to something better? And they're going to keep showing up and doing that until one day you get it. Because whatever this is, it almost seems like this is you've known this your whole life. It could be an addiction, it could be an attachment, it could be just what you know, what you're comfortable with. Well, it's a reality that brings in something that you need here. If you can figure out what it is, you'll know why, and then you'll ask the divine to bring into you what it is that you actually need. Because there's something here that you think you need, you don't. See, I feel like somebody's not willing to see or accept that they don't belong here anymore. It's like they keep breaking your heart, but you don't care. It's like you need them or you need this. You don't. They cannot validate what you need, okay? I feel like if you're searching for validation in this environment or through these people, they're going to keep breaking your heart. It's like you keep trying to come up with new ways to make it work or change. I feel like you have to change in order for this to happen, but it's not going to. This is a very hard lesson that somebody has to learn here, which is why it's happening again and again and again. So if somebody feels hopeless and despair, like they can't keep doing this anymore, good. That's where the divine wants you to be. That's why the tower's here, to make you realize you don't, but you gotta let go. Let go. With the Knight of Cups, you see how this person looks just in despair. Let go. It's gonna hurt either way. If you stay, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt more. But you're already used to that hurt because they keep letting you down. If you move forward to the new path, it's gonna hurt too because it's a heartbreak. But once you get over the heartbreak, you'll align to something better. Do you see what I'm saying? Either way, it's going to be difficult, but you got to choose which one you're ready for. Which one are you ready for? Or are you sick and tired of where you're at? Because it's not going to get better. I'm just telling you the truth. Temperance, yeah. This is you looking to God and being like, okay, something's wrong here. This can't be it. Somebody's sitting there like, this can't be my life. This can't be the reality I'm living in. This can't be the only solution. This can't be it. There has to be something more. There's more. And the God's like, yes, there's more, but not where you're at. Anything else before we wrap up? Exactly. Until life gives you the boot. Exactly, Josie. Ten of Wands. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're ready for something different, if you're ready to move on, go through the heartbreak and then just surrender. Because this is what it is. You got to surrender. You got to say it's unbearable. It's like that first step. Like your life is, what is it? You're powerless, right? Like you're powerless. And life is unmanageable. Once you realize life is unmanageable in this situation that you're in, then you can let it go, because it's out of your control. Almost seems like this could be like an attachment here. You're giving it, you gotta give it to it's like you can't control it, is the point. You've been trying to, but you can't. You gotta know when to give up. You gotta know when to give up. Because life teaches you don't give up. Keep trying, keep trying. You'll find a way. You've been trying to find a way for how long? It's not working. We gotta know when to stop. Retreat. Not to come up with a better game plan to come back again. No. Literally walk away. With the star though, yeah, I feel like you're getting that. You're discouraged because you didn't get what you wanted here. So now you're like, what the fuck, right? Like, this is all you wanted. This is all you know. Well, how dare the divine, how dare life not work out in your favor the way you wanted it? Somebody's upset. And you should be upset. You should be upset because you wasted all that fucking time. And you yielded no results. Now, insanity would be to go back and try again. I'm just being honest. And I've done it many times, so I know my ass can be insane, okay? Choose a different path. It's time to choose a different path. Away from whatever this is, because it's not going to yield the results you want. Can you accept that? For the millionth time, can you accept that? Okay? Alright, that was the collective reading for today. I don't know if there's anything else. Any questions, comments about the reading, you can drop them down in the chat. Hey, welcome, Florence. Exactly. Those are life lessons that we're supposed to learn. Yes. He's absolutely correct. It's part of the life lessons. But the point is, did we learn the lesson? Hopefully we did. If we didn't, that's okay. God has love and light for you regardless. And your guides are going to wait. Sit and wait. Because that's all they're doing. Is they're here to help you. So they'll sit and wait until you're ready to learn the lesson. Three of Swords. Somebody's going through the heartbreak now. They're like, fuck it, I can't do this again. Yes. Somebody's like, I can't do this again. Fuck that. I surrender. Somebody's surrendering right now. Good for you. I feel like somebody's tried to surrender time and time again, but they keep going back because it's too hard. It's too difficult. Pull through the break, the heartbreak. All you gotta do is survive the heartbreak. Give it a couple of months and you'll be ready. Somebody has to cry to finally like let go, let go, let go. Cry if you need to let it go. Okay? Shadow work. If you do self-love, shadow work, give it to the Lord. Exactly. Thank you, Monette. Welcome back. 8 of Wands. Yup, clear that out. This is movements. This is communication. It's mercurial energy. I feel like somebody's allowing the destruction, though. I'm getting Tower with this. Somebody's allowing the destruction to come in and clear that shit out. It's clearing your heart out, too. I feel like somebody feels like they have no tears left to cry, but you do. It's just so, it's like somebody's numbed out. They're so numb to the pain. But it's like they're just like you're strung out. You're done. You have nowhere else to go. Nothing else to give. Good. That's where you need to be. You have to hit bottom in order for you to literally like move on. of Wands, yep. Overcoming the obstacle. Overcoming the obstacle. You're strong enough to survive this. Attachment. Move on from this. You can do this. Once you move on from this, you'll have a totally better experience. You've learned a very important lesson about self-love, self-respect, choosing yourself. And then once you do that, it's like you'll be better aligned, make better decisions. You'll be better at discerning about who's really there for you and who's not, so that you know not to go back to this energy again. This energy sucked the life out of you. It took everything out of you. It almost seems like it took years from you. It's okay. Once you overcome that, it's like you'll be better aligned with what you do want. And again, your discernment game will be better. So that you start attracting things that you do want. Three of Cups, yeah. Like there's room for partnerships. There was room for error, right? Because you think it's error, but there's room for more. This heartbreak is going to clear out and then leave room for something better. Three of Cups is like partnerships, working with others, with people that maybe you would never have thought you would work with, but it's better for you. It could be healthier too, right? But it almost seems like this is something that you want to. This is something you want to. It almost seems like somebody's going to church or praying, or they're aligning more with the divine and what the divine has for you. It's the type of love that you want. It's a cup of love, but it's coming from the divine. It could be unexpected, right? Because again, it's like sometimes what's best for us isn't what we want, right? But I feel like we're open to it now. We need to be, we're becoming open to it. We don't need to be, but we're choosing to, right? No, we're doing a collective reading. If you guys want a reading, like a personal reading right now, donate. Cash App, PayPal, or donate on YouTube. I don't do free readings anymore. Something, yes, always. Knight of Wands, yeah. This is the healing that's taking place by you choosing yourself. Look at the solar plexus energy with the yellow, the orange, the sacral, right? The sacral is getting healed here because you detached from something that you wanted. So it's like pleasure, right? Seeking your own sense of pleasure. It's gone. So now it's getting healed so that the divine can replace it with something that's better for you. Okay, all these colors are just there. You're just getting healing, like a lot, a big amount of healing right now, because that's what you need after this harsh truth that came in and changed your life. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys for joining me today on the reading. We did a happy birthday Taurus reading, and then we transition into collective reading, so that's fine. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I might do the 12 sign forecast depending on the time that I have. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much. That's right, Nathan. A relationship with God. That's right. All right, guys, take good care of yourselves. I love you. Bye.